Can you guys see me now? Are we live? Let's see. There we go. I think we're live now. Okay, perfect. I had some issues multi-streaming. You guys should be able to see me now. Sorry about that. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing great. And this is live video feed of the scene. Well, let me show you. Let me switch the screen. Live video feed. Let me just show you a little bit earlier, though. That was earlier in the day. The aircraft. I don't know if that's a piece of the wing or something. I don't know what this piece is here. It's like there's a piece right there. There's the aircraft. They're still working on it. And there's some new video I'm going to show you guys that came out that shows the plane crash. I hope you guys are doing great. Good morning. I've been exercising. I've been eating right. I've been sleeping pretty much almost 8 hours a night, going to sleep early. So let me show you the new video. Hold on a second. There's some new video. Give it a sec for people to join. And it shows the plane flipping. It's pretty wild. And let me make it big. And I guess I'll show this again a little bit later on too. I have no notifications besides the 30-minute notification. Let me play it over here.
Oh, fuck.
It flipped out. That's crazy.
No.
And how much farther it was
Oh,
too.
you've seen this airplane just crash into me. Oh my god.
Damn, I thought I saw this.
Oh my god. Well, hold shit. Come on, take me out.
So it looks like it comes down, all the landing gear's down. It comes down. I guess maybe it slid. It probably slid. They said the winds was like 40. Looks like the plane came down, and it looks like the first wheel to touch was the right wheel. The right back wheel was maybe the first to hit the ground before even the other one touched. And maybe that shit slipped, I guess. I don't know. Damn, that shit came down hard, and then it's like the wheel, I don't know what, the plane just went to the right. And the engine, see that fire popping? Maybe the engine, obviously the engine hits first, and then the wing, shit blows up, boosh, and then continues in on itself, on the right side of itself, flips over. Oh my God. Imagine being on that plane. Oh my God. You're thinking everything's fine. You're about to hit the ground. What could go wrong? And then boosh. And a passenger, one of the survivors, described it as hanging bats. Flips on itself. That's wild. Holy moly. All right, let me send out a little email blast, and then we'll watch the survivors give some of their experience, because I was saying yesterday I was really curious to hear what they had to say about this whole situation. We have I think I have 3 queued up to watch. Survivors. If you guys could help me out with the like button, please. Let's get this cranked up. Image. Crazy times. The end of times. Maybe we can really say that for 2025. The end of times. Perfect. Save and exit. All right. Okay. All right, so let's queue up the survivors, I guess. Tweeting it out. All right, let's start off with this person. Spoke at CNN. Let me get this. We'll start off with this survivor here on the right-hand side. We'll do a little smaller screen so we can keep an eye on the live view.
To John Nelson. He was a passenger on the plane. John, thank you so much for being with us. We're so glad you're okay. I mean, who would have known that you were in a plane crash a few hours ago? It's unbelievable. You have video that you recorded. We've been watching.
Oh, he's the one that
Tell
recorded
us
the
when
video,
you first realized something was the matter.
Yeah, it was a typical flight from Minneapolis to Toronto. And we were coming in, and I did notice that the winds were super gusty. The snow had kind of blown over the runways. And so coming in, it just, it was routine, but it was noticeable that the runways were kind of in a weird condition. And when we hit, it was just a super hard, hit the ground, and the plane went sideways. And I believe we skidded on our side and then flipped over on our back. Where we ended up, there was a big fireball out this left side of the plane. And when we got finished, it was I was upside down. Everybody else was there as well. Thankfully, everybody was okay. But we tried to get out of there as quickly as possible. And then shortly thereafter, I got done filming the video. There was another explosion, but luckily the firefighters got out of there.
They were there quickly, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So where were you seated in the plane?
I was in row 10 of the plane, so just front of the wing.
And did you see the wing come off?
No, by that point we were being tossed around. I was just trying to hold on to everything at that point.
And how did you get yourself out of your seatbelt? And did everyone stay in their seatbelts that you could tell? Was everyone hanging upside down? Had anyone slipped out of their seatbelts?
Yeah, I mean, it was mass chaos. I was upside down. The lady next to me was upside down. We kind of let ourselves go and fell to hit the ceiling, which is surreal feeling. And then
that's what it looked like to me too. The wheel collapsed. And if you guys could help me out, please hit the like button. There's 700 something people in here. If you guys could help me out with the like, I'd appreciate that. I didn't have a full notification. Oh, I had the 30-minute notification, so I didn't have the notification when I went live. So help out with that.
Everybody was just get out, get out, get out. We could smell jet fuel. Even now, I smell like jet fuel. And then we just crawled out the back of the airplane. The firefighters, the EMTs were there right away.
Was anyone injured? I mean, what did you see? We know there were some injuries. What was it like?
Chaos. There was injuries. There was hurt individuals. Yeah, I mean, it's just all the emotional roller coaster that you go through, but things you hope you don't see again, right?
How are you feeling?
Stressed, nervous, shaky still.
We got disconnected.
Sorry, John, you cut out for just a second. I was asking you how you felt, and you'd said that you're feeling really shaky. And we can pick that up from you. You must be very stressed from this.
Yeah, a lot of stress. It's amazing that we're still here. So hope to not do that again.
And it really is amazing, and that's what experts have been telling us. When you landed with the hard landing and went to the side, and then the plane was upside down, did that all happen very quickly? And what did that physically feel like for you as you were being tossed around?
Yeah, I mean, it's it happens so quickly, right? You hit. There's this giant pop crack, it's this super loud bang kind of thing happens, and then everything just goes literally sideways, and it happens so fast that I just remember kind of pulling myself in and trying not to hit my head against anything. And luckily our flight attendants and everything were helpful for us. So they are signaling me that I do need to move on. But is there anything else?
Just really quickly, do you know why the plane flipped? Do you know did it feel like it dipped one way or the other with the wing?
I don't know. I'm no expert on that one. I will let them figure it out. It feels like snow, wind, hard landing, all of it together.
And have you talked to your family? Are you going to see them?
I'll see them hopefully tomorrow.
Oh, John, that's not soon enough, but I'm so glad you're
Yeah, I
going
know.
to see them. I'm so glad that you're
Thank
with
you.
us. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I do want to bring in now Aaron Murphy. He's a commercial pilot, a flight instructor, and he's with us tonight.
What's going on with these people? Good morning. Let's see what today brings,
Hear
man.
some
It's
of what
early.
John was saying there in that interview. Were you able to hear that?
I heard John's words loud and clear, and there's nothing quite as harrowing as listening to someone's first account of a situation such as this, where you've walked away from something that you were probably sure it was the end. And I'm so happy that so many people walked away from this one. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And I know you say that this was a completely routine flight until the very final seconds before landing. It seems like that's what we've heard, maybe kind of gusty. We heard that from John. Another passenger said he felt like it was very normal. Can you talk to us, though, about what wind conditions were like and what pilots would have been dealing with as they were landing here?
Absolutely, Brianna. Cut me off if you need to. I tend to drone on a little bit about these things. This is an environmental factors accident today, which will also have layers of human factors and procedure and training. Every single accident has those three things in them always. Very demanding, very challenging conditions today at the Pearson Airport. We had winds. From the numbers that I saw around the time of the arrival, 270 at 25, gusting to 40 to 35. I wouldn't be surprised if there were a few gusts that got in there over 45, maybe even 50 knots, just at the time when the RJ was touching down.
Wolf, what's up,
that
man?
Very critical moment in the phase of flight for sure.
And so the snow component, with the snow over the runways, and it was even visible to passengers, what kind of difficulty does that pose?
The Pearson equipment, the snow removal equipment at Pearson would have been out probably for 4 days straight, because we've had something like I think we've had 25 to 30 inches or more of snow. That doesn't sound like a lot of snow for a lot of people, in other places in North America. But those equipment operators would have been going around and around the runways, trying to make those runways as safe as possible. And I would expect that in the very last seconds of landing, there could have been a strong gust, which would have brought quite a bit of blowing snow across the runway, possibly limiting the pilot's view of the runway while they were landing in the very final seconds of touchdown, maybe the last 20 or even 10 seconds. So environmental factors are playing a large role in this one for sure.
There's another video too. Alan tagged me in this. OC scanner. Let's take another view. I think the best view was the first one that I showed, and I'll re-show that first one for the new people that join. But let's just look at this for a second. Okay. Plane comes down. Boom. Yeah, it definitely leads to one side. These people are really lucky that the whole thing didn't just blow up in fire. That the fire went out, seems like pretty quickly. And even not just the fire, even the smoke could have killed people or incapacitated people, you know? Yeah, definitely let me show the other one. Let me see the other video for the new people. Just show this again. Alan, thank you for the 10. Appreciate that and the information. The pilot failed to flare, slamming the wheels into the ground with such force that they snapped. The right wing dug into the ground, flipping the aircraft upside down. That's what I was wondering too. I wonder if the wheel broke. This to me is the best video I've seen so far.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Wow.
Oh no 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 no! Tower, you're seeing this airplane just crash into Greek.
That's wild. So again, the guy comes down. I guess they're saying there was wind, there was snow, but you can see the airplane comes down. All the landing gears they're down too, and it comes in. And it looks like to me the first wheel that touches the back right hand side, it lands on that wheel first. And I don't know if the plane skid. Maybe the floor was icy, or the wheel came off, or both. Once it came down like that, that shit didn't even stop. It just went all the way down, hit the right side. That's where the wing's broken. And then it flips on itself and upside down. That's so wild. I cannot imagine the people on that plane, man.
Yeah, and their reports to investigators will be critical to see certainly what they experienced. Aaron Murphy, thank you so much. We really appreciate your insights.
All right, let's hear from another survivor. Oh, that's the same one, right? That's the same one. Close that one out. Okay, let's hear this guy. This one's shorter.
Pete Kukov, the passenger who recorded that harrowing video of the runway evacuation itself. Pete, good morning to you. We're so glad that you're okay. We're glad that you're able to talk to us this morning. If we can show that video, we just got in of showing the descent, and it shows just how fast, how you can see the flames. You can see it's happening all just in seconds. Take me back to those final moments of the descent and what is going through your head. How fast did you realize something was going wrong?
Yeah, good morning. It's been an interesting last 24 hours for sure. Right when, to be honest, I didn't really notice anything wrong until the moment we hit the ground. Other people were saying they might have, I'm not really sure what, but for me, it was just kind of like the wheels touched down, and then all of a sudden I was in the window seat on the looker's left side, and then all of a sudden I just remember being fully sideways. Wow. And I was looking down and just seeing like sparks and flames and whatever was grinding against the ground. And then, yeah, it happened pretty dang quick, and we were just upside down hanging from our seatbelts.
Pete, we are so glad you're okay this morning. And you described it as like bats hanging from the roof of a cave. You were all dangling effectively upside down in your seatbelts. Can you describe what was going through your mind in that moment, and then how quickly and how you were able to get yourself out of the plane?
Yeah, so
Kim Sparkle said, I watched the video yesterday where an expert said that they were lucky the wings broke off and stayed behind the plane, since that is where the fuel is stored. Oh, yeah.
So obviously we ended up upside down, and everyone was wearing their seatbelts as they should have been, including myself. And we just got to a stop, and yeah, I remember just hanging there, and me and the lady next to me, we got out pretty quick, and we're kind of able to just like unclip like you would, and then just kind of lower ourselves to be on the ground, which was the roof, I guess. And then I was at the window, but we were told. We did it really quickly, like within like stopping, we like both immediately like kind of got our bearings, unclipped, got down, and then they announced not to get out of their seats, so people were hanging there for I can't remember how long, but just about a minute, and then they were like, okay, like get down. And at that point, people were feeling pretty frantic, and but everyone was obviously able to get down. Most people needed help, I think, from someone who had already got down. And then we kind of just slowly moved off the plane. It was seemed pretty organized.
Yeah, I don't clip my butt. I'm getting out of this shit.
Didn't seem like everyone like got off in a pretty orderly fashion. It didn't seem too.
I'm surprised. Sometimes there's somebody like running through this. You ever seen the George thing? When there was an apartment fire, it was like a kid's party. I don't think I can only show like a second of it. George apartment fire on Seinfeld. That man pushed all the kids out of the way, everything. He just ran. Let's see, where's the thing at? Let me see right here. There, I show a tiny little clip of this shit. Let me see here.
I think I smell some smoke back here.
Bro, push the clown, push the lady, push the kids. Bro. And then they got pissed off at him. Out of there.
Insane once like the plane had stopped and everyone realized for the most part they were okay because no one was seriously injured.
Well, Pete, we're so glad that you're okay, and just huge thanks to that crew, I'm sure, also that had the presence of mind doing what they've been trained for. Pete, we appreciate your time. Thank you again.
Thanks, Pete.
So I know Island Thrifts have mentioned flare, and another person mentioned flare in the chat, and I honestly didn't even know what that is. So I looked it up. It says, when an aircraft flares, it means the pilot is gently raising the nose of the plane just before touchdown during landing, which slows down the descent rate and allows for a smoother landing by increasing lift from the wings. Essentially, it's the final phase of approach where the aircraft is held off the runway or from the runway before settling down. So it's to reduce the rate of descent for a soft touchdown. The flare follows the final approach phase and precedes the touchdown and rollout phases of landing. In a flare, the nose of the plane is raised, slowing the descent rate. That video. Oh, let me make it big real quick. Make it big. I don't think he flared at all. Honestly, the nose looks like it's straight down. I mean, straight leveled. I mean, unless it's slightly tilted. I don't know. It looks to me pretty leveled out or pointing down. I don't think he flared at all. I mean, maybe he was at a slight angle. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not an expert, you know. Maybe somebody could say in the chat. But definitely the back right wheel looks like it touched first. And something happened as soon as that shit just, I wonder if the wheel just gave out. I don't know. And the fuel is usually, I think, stored in the wings. The fuselage. Let me see. Commercial plane. Where is it stored? Usually in the wings. The main body of the plane, gravity of center. The wings and the main body of the plane usually is where it's at. A good thing the plane probably wasn't full of fuel either. If it would have been more catastrophic, probably. They're really lucky to have survived this.
Hey, thanks for watching.
There's another survivor. Let's listen to this guy. Hopefully I can play it without any issues. Put it on the smaller. And on the left side here, this is live right now. The main screen.
So Pete, it's really good to see you. I cannot believe I'm sitting across from someone who's just survived a plane crash. Can you help me understand what happened?
Yeah, it feels equally good to be sitting here, obviously.
70 miles? Wow, folks. And they're supposed to know about those winds, and they're supposed to communicate the weather. So I don't know what happened there.
A little disoriented on time. 6 hours ago, we're coming into land, and there had been comment early in the flight about strong winds. And as we made our descent and made touchdown, it was just a very forceful event where all of a sudden everything just kind of went sideways. And then next thing I know is kind of a blink and I'm upside down, still strapped in.
Do you remember what it sounded like? Do you remember if you flipped over like this or front end?
I believe it was kind of lateral or side roll based on kind of what we saw when we got out. But again, very disorienting to, you know, the 1 minute you're landing, kind of waiting to see your friends and your people, and the next minute you're physically upside down and just really turned around. But it sounded, I mean, it was just cement and metal, you know.
No time to be scared?
Oh yeah, plenty of time. Yeah. I think the absolute initial feeling is just need to get out of this. And so made sense of kind of where we were and being upside down, and took my seatbelt off, which I had obviously left fastened for the landing. And as I took it off, crashed down onto the ceiling, which had become the floor because we were upside down.
So were people quiet? Were they yelling? What was happening?
I wouldn't call it quiet or yelling. Everyone was just, what I saw was everyone on that plane suddenly became very close in terms of how to help one another, how to console one another, and that was powerful. But yeah, there was definite.
Imagine this is one of these people is the first time flying. Like, imagine your first flight ever is the plane turns upside down in a crash. Oh my gosh. Or if you took your kid for the first time, it's okay, it's safe, nothing ever happens, it's fine. And the first time you take your child on a flight, this shit flips upside down in a crash. Oh my gosh.
What now? Who's leading? How do we find ourselves away from this?
Could you tell if people were okay? I mean, I see you've got a cut here. You also have one.
Yeah, a little balder than I was this morning. I'm okay. Not really sure when this happened, whether it was during the landing. I believe it was. But yes, everyone seemed kind of physically, and that's what we did. You could see kind of row by row or area by area, people were checking one another out, making decisions about whether we would help one another with their straps, or if by doing that, would they be landing on somebody else? There was one woman in the row behind me who was under the seats, which was very hard to see. And then there was a young boy and his mother sitting on the floor, on the ceiling on the floor. And so my fatherly instinct and background as a paramedic kind of kicked in. And so I was paying the most attention, I guess, to those two people.
So what does that mean? Were they physically hurt, or were you just trying to get them off the plane?
Trying to get them off the plane. Yeah, wasn't in a position to assess necessarily injury. Both were moving fine, but very scared, in particular the woman beneath the seats. And then it was kind of a look around of where is an exit, you can listen to the pre-flight all you want, but when you're suddenly upside down, rolled over, everything kind of goes out the door. So my attention was about 30% towards who is moving us out, and then how can I help promote flow in that direction.
Do you think that was all your paramedic training just kicking in there? Like the passenger part of you was pushed aside for the paramedic part of you?
I definitely had a lot of passenger part. I think I had a healthy amount of paramedic, as we'd call it, in terms of helping, help this woman out from under the chair. Had to really kind of forcefully, lift/drag. But a very human component turned on when we could smell the gas, and then we looked over and the windows there was just liquid pouring over the small windows, and suddenly it smelled very strong of what I heard people later call AV gas.
Well, you probably know this, but I mean, even as you sit here, I can smell the gas on you. You can too, right?
Yeah, ready for a shower. So I think there was paramedic of help, move, and then as a father, I saw this boy and mom who were just, everyone seemed not oddly calm, but everyone seemed like they were there to make sure we helped each other and moved out of harm's way. So you climb out of the plane. The plane's upside down, so you get onto the tarmac, and then what happens? Yeah, so I was able to help free and slide our friend and mom, kid first, and then a gentleman who I believe was like a off-duty airline person was next to me. We all made our way kind of, 6 to 8 feet, and then climbed out. And it felt like I was stepping onto the tundra, first of all. It was just snow just kind of blowing, and couldn't really see structures anywhere. So I didn't care how cold it was. I didn't care how far I had to walk, how long I had to stand. All of us wanted to just be out of the aircraft.
And were you walking, at this point, had the wings snapped off?
I believe so.
Could you tell?
Yeah. I mean, there was nothing. There was a wing there before, and when we went out that exit, there was no wing to be found. And so once we got back to a safe distance and kind of checked one another, because there's so much adrenaline and stress, that's when I kind of took, what's the word I'm looking for? Evaluated the scenario, realized that there was no wing on that side, And the goal was really to get further and further away from the risk. And then we heard a small, I guess I don't really know size of explosions, but we heard an explosion as the fire department was doing, their efforts to extinguish any risk. So
What was the explosion, do you think?
I don't know. It was, we were far enough away as a group. I think there were 75 or 80 of us on the flight. And suddenly that happened. I've not looked at news or anything to know if that exists to date or on media, but there was a sizable explosion, and then by that point there was a fire truck driving towards us on the tarmac, and so we all kind of gathered and took refuge behind that and looked from afar.
Sounds like this is all coming at you in sort of like movie images in a way.
Yeah, my priorities have been pretty simple since that event, which is communication with wife and children, family, friends, even some colleagues, and just really trying to just kind of a pinch me day, like.
No kidding. You're here for a paramedics conference.
Yeah.
You had paramedic friends who were picking you up, and I know they were tracking the plane and then saw this huge plume of smoke and asked you, I think they texted you, like, are you okay? Are you down? What did you say? Do you remember how you responded?
I responded when we stopped. The woman and I had been walking together that I had kind of aided in getting out, and I took my coat off and I had to grab my phones out of there before I put my coat onto her. And while having my phone, it was just not a big phone guy, and I don't even have social media, but part of me was like, I want to remember this. This may be good for me. And so I took a photograph of it and simply sent it saying, this is my reality right now. So
and then, down, but I'm on.
Really,
the
Ashley Marie said, U.S. airlines aren't even in the top 10 in the world. Oh Lord!
Down,
just like our schools, I guess.
On the tarmac and alive, which is again really amazing.
It is. And then your friend who came to get you found his way to the tarmac and started treating people as well. Right?
Yeah. So the paramedic arrival and along with police and fire was just amazing. I mean, they quickly put those of us that were injured with any sort of blood or sign of trauma onto a single bus, moved us safe distance away, and started to triage and really assess people's severity of injury or ailment. And there was Chief Mike Nolan, who jumped right in and really assisted. And the groups, the paramedics in particular, went from helping kind of what is bleeding to, in time, once they got everyone moved to the appropriate sites of care, they just listened and they asked the right questions. And that was, I think, the most powerful part of today was there was just people, no countries, no nothing. It was just people together helping each other.
You got to go look after yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for taking time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. So
We just landed. Our plane crashed.
So I haven't seen, I don't know the status on the critical passengers, but so far, I haven't heard of any deaths, so that's great and amazing. And there was another video that I saw posted about the inside of the plane when it was upside down. Let me see if I can pull it up. Pull it up. The very lucky people, very lucky to be alive. Lucky that this didn't turn out to be worse. Where's that video? Oh, right here. I think this is one I haven't seen yet. Let me show you guys inside. It just keeps playing over and over. Mamma mia. Oh, I don't know. By the way, the Gary Petito documentary is on Netflix. I haven't watched it, but I did see a trailer yesterday. It looks somewhat interesting. I know most of the details of the story, but that's out. I didn't know about the ex. I didn't know she was contacting her ex on that trip, though. There was like a clip that I saw, and she was talking to her ex, and they were interviewing the guy.
What we have here is all the stuff some stuff from Gabby.
And I met her parents at CrimeCon. Really nice family.
Van. So we actually took her gas tank.
We crushed the van.
Yeah. So we took that off.
So that's the gas tank.
That's the gas tank. So we crushed the van.
We didn't want the van to be out there, so we're holding it.
Yeah.
And then you know, here is the van that Gabby was, you know, so.
Really nice family.
We had it crushed.
So my son really liked this sticker. Gabby loved her stickers. So this was on the van. So
I met one of their, or two of her cousins too. They're really nice.
we cut this out.
Just took a Sawzall and cut it out.
A crazy, sad story, domestic violence. Pretty good. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild story. If you have never heard of it, it might be a good watch for you if you don't know the story, or maybe even if you do. This is completely unrelated, but I thought this was kind of funny. 2 inches of snow versus the Cybertruck. Oh no! And by the way, they have a new armored Cybertruck that they're working on, supposedly bulletproof armor. But this is the regular one. Oh no! Your best. Not the Cybertruck. Oh no!
Best, but you don't succeed.
Oh no, man, that's crazy. There's this video too. I just ran across this. I don't know if this is real because some people do skits. I don't know if anything is real anymore. An Uber driver is told to take his Trump hat off because he's making them uncomfortable. Let's see.
You picking up people with that on, I don't think that's okay.
I've gotten a lot of compliments on my hat today.
Okay, maybe for...
And that's fine, you know. Some people like it, some people don't.
Whose side are you on?
I'm not on any side.
You is on somebody's side because you're my husband. What do you mean?
I'm not. I
think it's a skit.
I'm saying that some people like it, some people don't, and I'm just asking you to, you know, just for the duration of our ride, just remove it. That's it, man.
Look,
I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but like, you know, you're gonna make her
because we are one.
Oh, yo! Oh man, we are one. Oof, that's kind of tough sometimes too. If you're in a relationship and you have different political beliefs, it can be kind of, you know, it seems fake though, right?
You picking up people.
That shit was funny though. We are one. You can't think for yourself. You can't have your opinion.
I don't think that's okay.
I've gotten a lot of compliments on my hat today.
Okay,
actually.
maybe for...
And that's fine, you know. Some people like it, some people don't.
Whose side are you on?
I'm not on any side.
You is on somebody's side because you're my husband. What do you mean?
I'm not on nobody's side. I'm saying that some people like it, some people don't, and I'm just asking.
I think it's scripted too.
You know, just for the duration of our ride, just remove it. That's it, man.
Look,
I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but like, you know, you're gonna make her
because we are one. What do you mean you don't have a problem with it?
I do have a problem with it. Okay. And also, more than anything, I want to make her comfortable. And
okay,
please, I'm your wife.
Look,
act like it.
Hey, as long as you guys give me a 5-star review, I'll remove the hat.
5-star review.
Oh, you're asking.
You should have knew better to pick us up with that, and you want a 5-star review?
Well,
I don't understand that. You know what? Matter of fact, to be honest, I don't feel comfortable. I think we can call another Uber, and as my husband, you should respect.
Oh damn, she keeps throwing that shit in his face too. I know it's probably a skit, but oof. Don't get married, man, if it's gonna be like this. Oh god.
I'll take it off, but I'm just asking for a review. You're asking me.
Yo, Tammy, I was thinking that this guy looks like the same one with the ER skit.
Don't worry about taking it.
Juski's really freaking funny. I like Juski.
Unlock the door.
I'm not letting you out.
That's what I wondered about AM. Yeah, my daughter's mother. We used to right when I don't really care too much about politics. And I'm registered as Democrat. I never changed it. But at the time, I had a shift. This was like in 2016, right? When my daughter was being born, I started caring more about stuff, politics and stuff like that. And I had a shift. So yeah, we would argue about it. I had a major shift. I think I was like more hardcore back then. I was really going in hard. But yeah, it's really hard to be with somebody if they feel really, really strongly about that. And especially if like it's a Trump thing. Oh man, anti-Trump. And you're with somebody like that, it's very, 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 very difficult, man. I remember one time too, it was so ridiculous, but I remember one time too, it's kind of a funny story about my daughter's mother. She one time she like called me and she was like, "Oh, Maddie's talking about, I forgot how it went. Something about, the game. I don't know if it was Roblox or something, but like the skin color or something like that and where's she getting that from?" And I'm like, her eyes, like what else? Like kids observe everything. They just observe their surroundings. It was so ridiculous. I feel like she was trying to make it into like a race thing or something. I'm like, her eyes, like where else? You know, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? You know, kids just observe their surroundings.
The one who's
now, I know you're gonna stand up for me.
It was so funny in the moment though. She just like was quiet and didn't say anything else. I was like,
Just let us out, man. We're just talking.
Worried about being late.
Look, I'll take it off. I'll take it off, but I want
the
my.
door, sir.
We're gonna cancel the ride.
All right.
Yes, cancel the ride.
All right. Enjoy being late.
Yeah, late.
This is a skit. There's no way this is real. A little too woke for me. Yeah, y'all do realize this is fake. These are the same people who did the doctor video when they refused to take the hat off. This is a staged video, and these people are actors. All his content is clicks for clicks and bait. He's getting, some of them is getting a lot of views. That one got 296,000. That one got 1.3 million. I guess that's his whole thing. He just does all these skits. I'm surprised they didn't get community noted, because a lot of times they'll community note that stuff. I just, let me see what you guys are saying. Why was that person recording before the plane crash? I don't know. I know there's a lot of people that watch planes and stuff, like plane watchers. There's even some streams that all they do is like they set up a camera at the airport and they're just watching planes land. A lot of people do plane watching, so I don't know if that's what was part of it. You know, I'm not sure. Oh, the cop versus Acorn it's not the best, but you inspired it. Really? I added a link in the chat. The link won't show. Oh, Discord? Hold on, let me take a look. Wait, what the hell is this? Actually, that's pretty cool, though. The airplane refueling, that's actually pretty dope. I don't know if that's you in Discord. In Discord. I added a link in the chat. I edited the cop versus Acorn. Oh, let me look. You said cop versus Acorn. Let me look in the link section. Bomb. Oh, I think that's you. All right. All right, let's check it out. Oh, I gotta wait. Hold on. Let me pause myself. Let me get myself off the screen. Get this off. Okay. Bro, yo.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Oh, that was a great laugh, man.
I'm hit!
You're hit? Yo, takes out the clip, reloads. That shit was hilarious, man. For those that, for anybody that missed it, there was the other day we were watching a reaction. This happened like in 2023, this incident, but we streamed it the other day. And this cop, an Acorn, they did an investigation. He lit up the car. And what happened was an acorn fell from the tree and hit the car. And this guy thinks he's getting shot at. So he starts blasting the suspect that has, I think he had handcuffs in the back seat of the police car. And then he starts rolling some commando rolls, some Call of Duty shit. I don't know if you can roll in Call of Duty. Can you? No, maybe. I feel like there was one of them you could roll. Yo, bro. This guy ended up resigning. I don't know what kind of shit this guy smoked before he went on this trip. What he was smoking or what kind of high he was on. That was wild, dude. Everybody's relaxed and chill. He's shots fired, rolling, dodging, weaving, blasting the vehicle. Bro. He starts loading up the car, and then another female officer loads up the car as well with bullets. And somehow, with all those shots, thank God the person wasn't even shot. He wasn't injured. You're hit? Yo, bro. Takes out the clip, reloads. I'm glad you sent me that. Thanks, man. That was great. All right, let me see if there's anything else. Let me just browse around real quick. It's early, so I have a feeling we'll probably be back later with something else. Elon Musk eyes live audit. Oh, that would be dope. Yeah, they were talking about that yesterday. They were talking about doing an audit of Fort Knox gold. How crazy would like a lot? They were talking about maybe live streaming it. That I want to see that, because some people were kind of saying like, is the gold even still there? Supposedly all this gold is stored in Fort Knox. 4,580 tons of gold stored there. So he's talking about doing an audit. They want to go in there and see if there's actually gold in there, or is it empty and shit. IOUs.
You know, I've been trying to go down and see the gold, make sure it's all there for about 10 years. During the first Trump administration, I got permission. You have to get permission all the way up to the Secretary of Treasury. And then the Secretary of Treasury said, well, I want to go down there too. And then he said, I want to go down there when the eclipse is coming through Kentucky too, so I can see the eclipse and the gold at the same time. But they came when I wasn't there. So I tried for 10 years. I set up the appointment. And then because they wanted to see the eclipse, they changed the appointment. I didn't get to go down. But the Secretary of Treasury and the senior senator from Kentucky did go down and attest that they believe they saw the gold down there.
So what do you think the problem is?
You know, I think some of them may not think it needs to be audited all the time, but I think the more sunlight, the better, more transparency.
Rand Paul urges Musk to audit. It's 425 billion. Wow, gold reserve in Fort Knox.
The better. Yeah. And also it brings attention to the fact that gold still has value, and implicitly, not explicitly, but implicitly, gold still gives value to the dollar. Yeah. That's why we don't get rid of it. You know, we've got it. The IMF has it. The World Bank has it. Most of the central banks around the world have gold.
And they're also saying here that I don't know if you guys have heard about this. They're saying California is spending $9.5 billion on healthcare for undocumented immigrants this year. It's really just so sad that we have so many people that, you know, either can't get health insurance or can't afford it. They're the healthcare.gov. They'll try to work with you, I guess. And there's you can go to I did this recently. If you're past the time frame and you're still looking for insurance, you can go and find a broker. You can find a broker and they can hook you up with some insurance. You can try to do that, but it's really unfortunate because, you know, a lot of times things aren't covered, things are not in the network, or maybe you have some health ailment or your whatever that's not covered and you're spending a whole bunch of money, or even the co-pays maybe are expensive, or your medication and all this stuff. And it's just so crazy that we have so many people here, citizens that are suffering, you know what I'm saying, homeless, dying, whatever, whatever the situation is. And there's just such a big funding. I mean, if you want to help these people, okay, but like we should help the people here first, you know, maximize and help the people here first, the veterans, the homeless people, if they want it. Some people don't want help. Some people, I guess you can't help, but all this spending and, you know, what Elon said yesterday, the reason they're doing this is to incentivize more immigrants just to for the vote for the next president, or even for the state or whatever. They're just doing all this stuff for a vote. It's really crazy to me. It's so much spending and how much money goes overseas they're sending out, and we're people here suffering. You know, it's just crazy. Let me see what else. Gaza hostages. I mean, I saw something. They're saying supposedly another sad story. I didn't want to end off on any sadness really, but Hamas says it will release the dead bodies of 8-month Kafir Bias and 4-year-old Ariel Bibas and their mother Shiri on Thursday. Supposedly they're all dead now. The Bibas family was kidnapped from their home on October 7th and dragged to Gaza. Mother Shiri was seen on video appearing terrified as she clutched her babies in her arms under a blanket during the kidnapping. The boy's father, Yardane, was released several weeks ago. Israel has not confirmed their deaths yet and has not commented. But they're pushing for Trump is and Netanyahu are pushing to release more hostages, and they're making like threats, like it's gonna be hell if you don't. We're gonna go all out if you don't release these hostages. But I'm sure it doesn't help that they're talking about taking over Gaza and the U.S. taking over it. I don't know what's gonna go on with that. Let me see anything. What else is in the news, real quick? CIA drones over Mexico, surveillance against drug cartels. That's interesting. Justin, the CIA has been secretly deploying MQ-9 Reaper drones over Mexico, tracking drug cartels as part of Trump's plan to treat them like terrorist organizations, which I think is good. The cartel, I mean, you start messing with their money, their drugs, their trafficking, they're going to go all out. You're going to have to use technology, because they were talking about, the cartel was talking about using drones with guns and stuff to attack the Border Patrol. What is this? New York subway? Oh, God. Let's see what this is here. New York subway. I guess he's doing that for the views. I'd probably step out and switch trains after that, you know. CHP officer almost executed trying to break up a street fight in Gavin Newsom's lawless California. Takeover rushes cop and starts dumping at him. What the hell? Oh, shit. That is fucking crazy. Check this out. I guess there was like a street takeover. I don't know. These people run up to him and start shooting into the car.
I'm sorry. Don't put the light on me.
Look at him with the gun running up.
Hey.
Feel the cop peeled out. Wow.
I'm sorry. Don't put the light on me. Oh shit. Hey.
It's really good that guy had a lot of awareness. I really hope they track these people down. This is what Gavin Newsom supports. I mean, that's what I feel like. It's really sad, man, that these people, it's just crazy. And then there's even talks about they're going to vote Kamala in next. Bro, what is wrong with these people? All right. I guess that's it. Maybe that's it for now. That was 9 hours ago. Everything's burning up. Massive. This was last night. Flames and thick smoke continue to pour into SPS Technologies in Pennsylvania hours after the fire broke out. Witnesses report hearing explosions as blaze spread. Authorities have issued a shelter-in-place order for residents within a half a mile due to hazardous smoke. All these little plants and stuff, they're all like blowing up or lighting up on fire. I don't know what's going on with that. Oof. This is actual video of the fire. Wow.
Man.
Jeez.
All right, good talking. We're going live here.
Wood? Yeah. Pallets inside, and then we've heard a couple of the explosions already. Big booms. Reported that there were some propane cylinders inside for the forklift trucks that operate inside. So it definitely.
MSNBC: Social Security wasted $72 billion in improper payments. That's crazy. An Inspector General audit found that Social Security Administration mispaid $72 billion over the 8 years without even a full review. Like, yeah, where's all this money going? Somebody over here said deport Musk and Trump. Uh-oh. Let's see.
are in control of our government.
No, they're not. You know they're not. Trump's not a Nazi, neither is Elon. Elon's our favorite African-American immigrant. Elon's an African-American. You don't like African-Americans?
Oh, that's a good one. You caught up there. He is African-American.
Oh, my God.
Not that one. Trump
Oh, not that one.
is Hitler reincarnated.
Everybody is Hitler, though, to the left, right?
She has that mask on really tight, too.
Huh?
Everyone is Hitler to the left. Like, everyone you don't like is Hitler, right?
I'm not even talking to you anymore.
Do you agree with Doge? The Department of
No,
Government?
I do not agree with those.
You don't like them finding the fraud in our government?
They slaughtered our government in 3 weeks' time.
But I think our government should be slaughtered. They've raped and pillaged and stole from us for 100 years. They've printed our money into devaluation. Our dollar's worth nothing anymore.
You're going to get that money? Who do you think's going to get that money? It's the rich people that are stealing it that are going to get that money.
What I want to do is audit those rich people that are stealing it. And the rich people are all in our government.
First thing they did was fire all the auditors when they went in there.
But the auditors are the ones that are responsible
Yeah.
for the corruption because they've allowed the fraud for 100 years. Isn't that
Sometimes
crazy?
you got a clean house.
I think they're all corrupt, both sides. And I think the full thing should be audited and shut down.
Well, they already did it.
I know. So you're happy, right?
Thanks to your buddy Trump.
You love Trump. Deep down, you love Trump.
You do.
Deep down, you love him.
You'll be talking like that in another year.
What does that mean?
Wait.
Wait for what? What are we waiting on? Hey, Jesus loves you.
Zero news coverage of the attempted murder. Yeah, I agree. That's crazy. That cop. Nobody really cares, it seems like. That's wild, dude. The cop was smart, though. It's a good thing they were paying attention to their awareness, their surroundings. Asking Trump.
He's trying to
I'm just asking questions.
Everybody, do not talk to this guy. He's about gotcha questions.
All right, Jeff Hunt, outside of the Colorado State Capitol here for another anti-Trump protest where it is as cold as these people's hearts are for limited government. The communists are back.
Damn, they really have like some type of, it looks like some communist shit too. It look like the China shit or some Soviet Union.
The communists are back. Tell me what your flag says.
It says fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. Hell yeah.
That's they really had some
Tell
Soviet
me why
Union
you don't
shit.
like Donald Trump.
Because he's a jerk and he spreads hate in America.
You don't think that sign's hateful? Hi, I'm Jeff with 710 KNUS. Tell me what your sign says.
No kings here. No Musk. No Trump.
What has he done that makes you think he's a king?
Everything he does is mostly his behavior. He's trying to take control.
But nothing in particular?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
World War III is already happening.
I mean, do you think it was fair?
Yeah, he got his eyelids or no, his, what is that? Is that mascara? He got some mascara or something on his eyelids.
For the women to have men participating in women's sports?
Well, I don't think they're men. I think they're women.
So what is a woman?
A woman who identifies as a woman.
That's what makes, there's no biological requirement for someone to be a woman?
I don't think so.
Do you believe that felons should be able to vote?
I'm done with the interview. Thank you.
1,550 insurrectionists from January 6th that were pardoned. They should all be in jail as well. So if you're going to jail people for specific crimes, jail them all.
Do you think everybody that was prosecuted on January 6th deserves to be in prison, even those that were nonviolent, those that just kind of walked around, that type of thing?
Excuse me, 5 police officers lost their lives. That was not nonviolent. Yes, they all belonged in jail. Yes.
They didn't directly kill, some of them didn't directly kill anyone.
I just thought that was so weird. I know JB looked into that. I thought, like, I know you posted something on Discord that these 5 cops, or how many ever it was, I don't remember the number. Maybe it was 5, I guess. But they all off themselves. I thought that was so weird.
Hey, buddy.
They're accessories to murder. They were there.
So I'm just going to ask you, would you then hold anyone that went to a BLM riot an accessory to murder if someone died during a BLM riot?
There are women who are dying because they can't make that, they don't want to make that decision and go to prison for it because it may not be at the point where that woman is going to die until it just happens out in the parking lot or whatever. So I'm sorry, but, it's not okay. It's not okay to take that away from doctors.
It's not okay for a woman to die, right?
Yeah.
So is it okay then for the child to die?
So if it's going to kill the woman, yes.
But if it's not, then we should protect the life of the child. Chef Hunt's here at another anti-Trump rally, right in the middle of it, and a lot less Mexican flags this time around. So tell me what you think they've done that's unconstitutional.
Well, there's so much. Where do you start?
Hi, my name is Pearson, and I'm marching for our democracy.
Yeah, so what has Donald Trump done that threatens democracy, you think?
Everything. I mean, he's going against the LGBTQ plus community, which is what I'm a part of. He's going against my immigrant neighbors. He's going against the other teachers and our safety in the schools, everything.
So tell me what rights you think have been threatened.
My rights to do this, my voting rights, my rights to protect the people as a teacher. Like if ICE comes into my school, I'm not giving my kids up. I think our rights to have a full democracy is being.
So you're a teacher?
All right, we get it. We got the gist of it. What craziness. All right, I guess I'm going to head out for now. I will catch you guys later. Let's see what else pops up today. It's very early still. Early, especially in California, West Coast, it's early. We'll see. I'm sure something will pop off later today. And yeah, take care. Love you guys. I'm going to try to, when I can, post clips on the second channel, stuff like that. Oh, man. They found out about this military breaking. Multiple sources are reporting that a disturbing story that viral video news account, part-time photographer and U.S. military hopeful Roz Alerts has allegedly been taking part in grooming of underage users group chats through gay dominatrix, dog furry, and pigeon fetish tactics. According to the Hunter James, Raw Alerts, otherwise known as Pump Nick, and what? No, what is no. Hold on. Otherwise known as Pub Nikon, views himself as a 5-year-old diaper puppy. Hunter started his King account when he was 15 years old. Chat logs reveal that he was reportedly aware, both as Roz and alter ego pigeons, that he was conversing with underage boys, including asking a boy to R him. Whoa. Hold up. Okay, so Raw Alerts it's the same cake? No! No.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
She's saying that this is Raw Alerts? So on December 27, 2024, he posted some type of birthday cake. And then on this page called Pump Nikon, the same cake on December 27th. And the Pump Nikon page says, well, here it is. Goodbye at being 27, held to 28. It's crazy to think yet another year passing. And yeah, it's a little scary, but I'm ready for whatever life throws my way. Deep down, I'm still that same 5-year-old little diaper pup, holding on to those playful, innocent parts of myself, even as I prepare to take a massive step forward by joining the United States military. Gay community, gay twink, hashtag LGBTQ, hashtag gay puppy, hashtag gay boys. Gay dad? What the fuck? No.
I'm a professional photographer and a full-time laser show designer for major festivals and so on. And now I am considering joining the military in a year or two, so that's going to be really exciting. But I just wanted to give you a update. I am thinking of back to this platform. The reason why I took a much long needed break was because I've been super exhausted, very burnt out after my account was getting spammed with Instagram emails saying your account is at risk of being suspended. I don't know if this is from a personal hater or attack or Instagram's automated process, whatever, which is super annoying, especially for the community. I've been doing Instagram since I was 13 years old, and I started my kink account when I was around 15. It first started with the ABDO stuff, and then slowly worked into the pup play, which I am in now. Still a little pup, diaper pup, whatever. But yeah, it's just sucks to have that burnt out because I have so many wonderful friends that I made throughout the years. I have hundreds and hundreds of photos that I have on my computer, on my hard drive that I haven't been able to show you, that I took and planned. So it sucks. But I am coming back. I just don't know if I should come back to this account. Which
I didn't realize that. What is that, like a booty picture or something?
Is Pup Unknowns. And then I have
Wait, what are we looking at? What is this shit?
a second account,
Is
which
it a
is
pamper?
Pup Nikon, which...
Let me make sure let me just fast forward real quick. Where are we at? We're at 237. Let me make sure. Is this even 237? Okay. Okay, everything's playable so far. Okay, that kind of says it. Oh, man! Okay, listen, if this is what he's into, that's what he's into. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what he's into, if it's true. But they're talking about grooming and stuff. That's kind of disturbing. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, for him being weird as fuck like this, I know he is also in a relationship with an older man in his 40s. What the hell is going on?
I have on my computer, on my hard drive that I haven't been able to show you, that I took and planned. So it sucks. But I am coming back. I just don't know if I should come back to this account, which is Pup Unknowns. And then I have a second account, which is Pup Nikon, which probably both of you are watching on now. I don't know if I should return back to the old account or just stick with the new account and turn my old account into a backup page, or maybe just delete it and start completely fresh. Definitely recommendations would be greatly appreciated. But I just miss engaging with.
Today is National Shower with Your Friend Day. Not even with pigeons, Nick. Okay.
You, seeing your stories, photos, conversations, all of that, made really, really great friends. So I am coming back, so I'm very excited. And yeah, just let me know what your recommendations are.
My pigeons will try to figure out what's going on.
All that. So I really appreciate it. So thank you. Well, and I'll see you again soon. Or cut that out. And I'm sure that cut that out. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Love you all. Rush.
Let's do a voice comparison. shall we?
Just yet. All the high-res cloud models, I've been paying very, very close attention to that. And they're showing there's going to be clouds breaking, probably clouds in the morning, but then it's going to be partly cloudy to possibly clear in the mid-afternoon. So I would definitely wait for that. So I wouldn't drive all the way to Arkansas just for that. So I was going to go to Indianapolis, but looking at the current models now,
that's wild. I mean, if he has this thing, he has this thing. You know, I don't. I'm a little surprised. I don't know where this. I wonder where the allegations of grooming is coming from, though. Rawlers has allegedly been taking part in grooming of underage users in group chats through gay dominatrix, dog, furry, and pigeon fetish tactics. What the heck? What the hell? Okay, hold on. An ex-boyfriend of Raw Alerts is sending me some insane info on him and his interactions with 15-year-old boys. Allegedly. He allegedly grooms them using his social media following. This info he sent includes his name and his sister and father, which I won't show. Pup Hunter. Raw Alert. 2025 is like too much for me. We see Jack Wallace, but Jack Wallace is one of those accounts. It's crazy. He even apologized to these guys, Raw Alert. I think it was Raw Alert. Wasn't it Raw Alert or somebody else that apologized to this guy? Oh, man. I don't know where that post is at, though. I don't know, man. This is too much for me. This is too much. Oh, my God.
I think there's really good chance to see the solar eclipse in that Dallas snow.
Wow. Raw Alerts as a diaper wearing furry? Question mark. So apparently the guy running Raw Alert account thinks he's a 5-year-old diaper puppy. So glad. Oh man, bro. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I gotta be careful. I don't even want to scroll this stuff because I don't know if there's gonna be inappropriate stuff popping up, you know? Well, the concerning thing is the allegations. There's no proof. I don't know if it's true. Some people are claiming or alleging that this guy was grooming underage people. So that's a very serious allegation. If he's really a fluffy and a furry and has all that stuff, I guess he can do what he wants in his private time. Not what I pictured. Not what I pictured. This is crazy, dude. 2025. What the hell? And I guess it makes sense that I guess the other pictures you can see his face. And I thought he was kind of like right leaning too and all that stuff, you know? But there's all kinds of people leaning right, gay and whatever. It doesn't matter, I guess. But I guess the more concerning thing is the allegations of this grooming stuff. And you got to consider where it's coming from, his ex. So they're going to have to show some receipts or something, yeah? That's crazy. And Raw Alerts, I don't think he's posted today. Let me see, Raw Alerts. Today, he's been quiet. Let me see, Raw Alerts. Is it true? Has been quiet? Yeah, 14 hours ago. He hasn't posted today. I like Raw Alerts. I mean, just the account. I don't know who's behind it. They're very informative. They provide a lot of information. 1.2 million followers, on Twitter. And usually they post around the clock. Let me see any replies. 14 hours ago, 16. Oh, yeah, he's not been active today. That's interesting. What in the heck? I can't, man. I can't anymore. It's too much. 2025. The planes are falling down. Elon and Ashley. It's too much, man. The nonstop protests. Everything's burning. All the facilities are burning down. The chemical buildings are burning down. Planes are falling out of the sky. Planes turning upside down. Military aircraft crashing. I don't know what's a fluffy. I don't know either. I know the furry thing is, I don't know why people are into that, but I guess people have their thing. Not sure why people are into the furry stuff. End of times. Darling, thank you. I was not expecting to run into that. Raw alerts. Wow. I really think that's him too. I mean, again, if he has this thing, he has this thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, the only thing is, like I said, I hope the grooming stuff is not true. I hope it's not true. Elon Musk. If Elon streams Fort Knox, I'm jumping on. Elon to stream the Fort Knox, allowing Americans to verify.
Elon Musk just proposed about an hour ago, and he runs Doge, and it's going to happen. He's got the president behind him in the executive orders, that the audit of Fort Knox's gold will be done live for all the world to see. Any corporate media wants to be there, you name it, but X is going to stream it so people can make this big discovery for themselves. Total transparency as promised, and the corrupt deep state is crapping their britches. They found $4.7 trillion in payments yesterday that don't even describe where they're going. I mean, it's just hour by hour insanity is coming out. Absolutely insane. And from all the intel we've got, they've been scrambling that gold around, selling it, moving it. There's gold in some of the vaults, not just at Knox, but under the Federal Reserve main branch, the actual corporate control system there in New York. And most of the gold that is still there is now under the ownership of other countries and other corporations. So it's not just that gold's missing. That's the intel we've had for a long time. That's why there hasn't been a real audit since 1974. Ron Paul tried to get in there, and they gave him a bunch of runaround for 10 years, and he just couldn't get in there. So this is a big deal, folks.
Yeah, I'm excited to see
live coverage. And if the
gold, imagine that shit's empty or half gone or
gold's
something.
there, that'll be really great, won't it? Funny though that about a week before Trump got sworn in a month ago, it's just about 5 weeks ago, all of a sudden record levels of gold was being shipped back in the United States to New York. See, that's the private Federal Reserve. There's 12 member banks, and they actually have some government functions, though they're not government, around the country. But it's the New York Fed, set up in 1913. It's the private corporation. It's the Board of Governors. You've got the head of it, Jerome Powell, recently saying, I'm not going to do anything Trump tells me. He can't. Yeah, but Congress created the Federal Reserve by an act of Congress. Though it's private, it can be abolished. It can have its charter pulled. So, and of course, the Federal Reserve's been heavily involved with the Treasury, playing around with the gold. According to Ron Paul's research, he's the top living expert on it, other than Shepard Griffin, who I need to get back on the show. We'll get him on. God bless.
So that'll be interesting. I don't know when he plans to do it. Hopefully today. I don't know when, but I'll definitely jump on if Elon starts live streaming Fort Knox. I'm really curious to see what's in there. Where's this? I want to show a quick short video too, but I don't know where it's at. Years later. I don't know. I don't know where it's at. It was a really interesting one. There was a woman that, apparently this neighbor had heard some shots go off. I think it's an old story. They heard shots go off. And so they went to investigate, and they knocked on the door. Nobody answered. So she called the cops. And when the cops got there, they found 2 bodies on the floor. The lady was faintly breathing and alive. And so she miraculously survived. And they asked her, hey, what happened? And she said, I don't remember. And so after investigating and stuff, they had come to find out that this psychopath shot her husband and then shot herself. She intended to kill him and kill herself, but she survived and she'd been arrested. It's kind of interesting, but all right. I guess I'm gonna head out now, but I will catch you guys later. I'll keep you guys posted on the latest and what's going on. I'm gonna be around the house cleaning and I don't know, getting things organized. Take care, guys. Peace. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Love you. Catch you later. Thanks for hanging out. I know, right? No freaking way they'll live stream anything in that facility. I wonder if they even, would they even let him stream? I don't know. Maybe if Trump walks in there. United States Bullion Depository at Fort Knox, Kentucky, which holds approximately 147.3 million ounces of gold, according to U.S. Mint.